perfect next day. Yes, a perfect next day. And look up. Look at the clouds. Yeah. Yeah. It's a rain day and I'm just on my way to work. Everybody have a great day out there, okay? All right. Okay. It has been a long day. I am done. Going home. Ta-ta, take care. Oh, yeah, so end of a long day, and I still got a few more things I got to do before the end of it, but we're getting there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'm done my shift and I'm waiting for the bus to go home. And I want to talk briefly about the whole transgender debate and the enormous amount of bullshit going around about it, especially the claim made by right-wingers that people are going around mutilating the genitals of children. I just want to point out that this is bullshit. Nobody is mutilating the genitals of children. Nobody is touching the genitals of children, except those pedophiles who want to prohibit children from changing their gender and make them go to church. And yeah, those guys, well, they're called preachers. And yes, they would continue touching children's genitals all the time, but not mutilating them. No. Nobody is mutilating children's genitals. It's not happening. It has never been happening, and it will never happen. And liberals are not claiming that anybody who objects to the mutilation of children's genitals is a dangerous lunatic. Not one liberal has made this claim, so yeah. So what is happening? Well, trans people are existing. And right-wingers are getting their panties in a knot because they've been told to get all worked up about the existence of trans people. Trans people have existed forever. There's the famous case of a doctor who, when he died, at the autopsy after he died, they discovered that he had been a woman all along. This is trans people in the early 1800s, late 17 and early 1800s. So, yeah, we're talking more than 200 years ago. So maybe the right-wingers should just drop the panic and drop the bullshit and just allow trans people to be trans people. But of course they can't because, well, they need to have a moral panic about this. They need to be hysterical, they need to be angry, they need to be violent. And that's the real problem here. You see, contrary to right-wing propaganda, nobody is telling children that they are trans. Children are figuring this out for themselves. And they've been figuring it out for themselves forever. But unfortunately, we have lived in a society that has punished nonconformity. And we're no longer punishing nonconformity, so yes, children are finally free to question and discover who they are. And yeah, they're still required to wait until they're 18 before they're allowed to begin any kind of therapeutic treatment that we would call gender-affirming care. They have to wait until they're 18 before they can even begin the process of moving towards bottom surgery. And it's a long process. It involves 4 years of psychiatric counseling and hormone treatment, hormone replacement, 4 years of intense medical training, and then you get put on a list, a waiting list for top surgery. Not bottom surgery, but just top surgery. And then you have to go through top surgery and you have to undergo all the psychological counseling for top surgery, and then they start you on the counseling for bottom surgery. So you're not going to get bottom surgery until you're probably about 30, 35 years old. Yeah. So no, it's not about mutilating the genitals of children. It's about allowing trans people to be trans people. That's it. And nobody is trying to force you or me to be trans. Because trans people know that you cannot force somebody to be anything that they are not. I wish I could make right-wingers understand this. The fact is that right-wingers have committed themselves not so much to not understanding as to refusing to understand, because, well, right-wingers are like that, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh well, in any case, take care, be well, stay safe. Love yous all.